What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Shadowlands video. How's everybody doing? Grab your coffees. Let's kick back, relax. We're gonna have a good time today. Got the fox today. Man, I love these mugs. Hope you're all doing very well. What are we looking at today? Well, we're looking at Elemental Shaman. Finally, I know so many of you guys in the comments have been asking about Skybreakers, the legendary, and you've been like playing around with the flame shock stuff and we're looking at the tier set. So we're gonna go over Elemental Shaman. I have several videos I'm gonna do. Actually, this is just the first one. This is gonna be the first big one that I want to make some big clarifications on. One of my big questions heading into 9.2 for Elemental Shaman was, can we get a permanent lightning elemental, storm elemental, right? This guy replaces your fire elemental. This is the main way that elemental shamans have been playing the game so far, and honestly extending back until even BFA. Like in BFA, this was the same thing. This has been basically the same build for at least 2 expansions, probably back into Legion as well. So this is what we're I think gonna see by the end of this video is that the tides may be turning a little bit away from Storm Elemental, and that's okay. I think that that's personally okay. It's like okay to just be playing the game with Fire Ele, right? Maybe not Magma Totem, maybe you go Master, but in this video we are going to take a look at Storm Elemental, and I want to talk quickly about what you need for the setup. Obviously, we need Call of Flame, right? So you need to have Storm Elemental lasting longer. That's the main conduit that you need to take there. Number 2, let's take a look at the tier set. And why do I think that Elemental Shaman's going to be moving away from Lightning Ele, from Storm Ele? Well, it's because of where this tier set's going. The 2-piece bonus says while Storm Elemental or Fire Elemental is active, your Lava Burst deals 20% more damage, and you get Lava Surge over 8 seconds. Cool. 4-piece bonus, casting Lava Burst extends the duration of your elemental by 1.5 seconds. If your elemental is not active, Lava Burst has a 20% chance to instead reduce its cooldown by 10 seconds. So the whole point of this tier set is to essentially have permanent uptime on our elemental, whether it's fire or lightning. The issue for the lightning elemental is that it is 100% focused around Lava Burst, and Lava Burst is the button that extends the duration now. And if you know anything about Storm Ele has nothing to do with Lava Burst. It has everything to do with Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning. Every time you press Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning, the cast time of those abilities goes down by 3%, and that goes way underneath the regular GCD. Like the 1 second GCD, we can get way under that, and you can be casting a Lightning Bolt every like 0.1 seconds or 0.2 seconds. Like you can get going really, really fast. And so the question is, can we have permanent uptime on our Ele? If we have permanent uptime on our Storm Ele, does that mean we can have permanent uptime on this juiced up Lightning Bolt where it's just casting like crazy fast Darth Vader, right? So let's take a look at that. The short answer is that I'm going to give you is no, which is unfortunate. Let me just change my trinket out. Let's go with this one. The unfortunate short answer to this is no, but let me just show you why. One big thing to keep in mind, sorry that it's kind of so noisy in here, but here's what's important to understand. When you press your Storm Ele, what I'm understanding right now is that the buff that he gives you for your Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning only lasts as long as his duration, and we're buffing his duration here to 46%. 46% more. He ends up going for almost 44 seconds. I have a timer set up here. I want you to watch something. I'm going to put the timer up here. The buff that I'm going to get for this reduction in Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning casts, that appears up in our top bar. You're going to see it up there. I want you to see when it goes away. We're also obviously running Venthyr, and because of the double legendary effect, we are getting 5 Flame Shocks on all these training dummies that we're testing this on. Each one of those Flame Shocks now reduces the cooldown of Chain Harvest, first of all, which is insane because you're just going to see that Chain Harvest is just going to come off cooldown like crazy. But also for Skybreakers. Skybreakers is what we're going to run to do this lightning test. Flame Shock damage over time crits, reduce the cooldown of Storm Elemental even more by 1 second, and then we have 50% crit for Flame Shock, so it's really good. It means that Flame Shock damage goes like through the roof, right? This is some of the damage I was just doing a minute ago. You can see the Flame Shock damage is pretty high. We're almost never going to cast Flame Shock because we're going to get them for free. So here's the setup. We're going to go Chain Harvest into Storm Ele. We're going to press the Storm Ele special ability just to show you the damage. Then I'm going to try to maintain Chain Lightning uptime so I can get the buff rolling. But I also want to be casting Lava Burst because Lava Burst is what extends my Storm Elemental. And if I don't extend my Storm Elemental, I can't have a permanent Storm Elemental. Right? This is what we're trying to talk about. So here we go. We're trying to get permanent Storm Ele so that we can get that buff permanently. And I'm just going to show you that, unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be the case. We'll do Stormkeeper really quick here. Oops, I missed. Lava Burst. We do want to weave in these Lava Bursts, right? Because we need to make sure that we're extending the duration of our Ele. Look at the 4-piece there. Casting Lava Burst extends. So I'm getting 7. I have 7, 8 buffs. I didn't do the timer. I'm really sorry about that. That's okay. Watch my Storm Ele. My Storm Ele is going to time out here in a minute. Unfortunately, even though I'm pressing Lava Burst and I'm trying to extend him, we're getting the cooldown down to 52 seconds. We don't have a lightning. We don't have a Lava Burst right now. There's one. I'm going to keep pressing Chain Lightning because I'm trying to keep my Chain Lightning. But, oh, he's gone. We have 19 seconds left him on, and he's gone, and the buff is gone. I'm going to summon him again in a second. Okay, let me move away from this Frost Mage. I'm going to summon him again in a second, and you're going to see... I'm going to put the timer on this time. Here we go. He's up. He's rolling. We've got the buffs going. There, I've got Wind Gust. Reduces the cast time of Chain Lightning. Yada, yada, yada. Right, that's what we're looking at here. But that will fall off even if we could keep this guy up permanently, which we can't seem to keep him up. I'm only going to press Lava Burst here. Watch this. Lava Burst. Lava Burst. I'll press Chain Lightning because I can't press Lava Burst right now. I'm not going to press Earthquake. I'm just going to try and press Lava Burst. Okay, because that is what extends our Ele. Lava Burst. Lava Burst. We'll chain Lightning in between. Lava Burst. Lava Burst. Chain Harvest to get the buffs back. Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning. We're getting the buff rolling. Lava Burst. We're trying to extend with Lava Burst. He's gone. So, here's something I'm not really sure about. What I don't know about is this tier set bonus does not seem to be working on... Because that was only, what, 50 seconds when he went off? I'm going to stop the timer here, but by the time our Lightning Ele despawned there, that was almost about 50 seconds, which, if you look at the tooltip, says... It looks like we extended him for maybe 7 seconds longer than the tooltip says here. Almost 44 seconds, and we got to about 50 seconds on his duration, which is about 6 seconds longer. So, but I cast Lava Burst like several times in that encounter. Like 26 times. I think for the second cast of my Ele there, I only cast Lava Burst like maybe like 5 or 6 times. Let's do one more test I just want to nail this home for you guys. I think this is currently bugged. That's my conclusion here. But I'm going to show you. I'm only going to press Lava Burst if possible. Let's get real close here to get away from everybody else. I'm going to try to only press Lava Burst. We are trying to extend our Ele and cool him down with Skybreakers so that we can have permanent uptime on him. I just want to show you. We're going to try and only press Lava Burst to extend him. I don't think the extension is working. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Okay, I pressed the timer. Lava Burst. Lava Burst. Remember what our tier set is doing. Lava Burst. We're supposed to be getting an extension at 1.5 seconds every time we press Lava Burst. Okay? Throw an Earthquake down. Lava Burst. Lava Burst again. We almost have Chain Harvest back, by the way. We're going to Chain Lightning because we can't have anything. We're going to build up our buff. Okay. Lava Burst. Aftershock. Chain Harvest. Okay, Lava Burst if we can. Lava Burst. His ability's almost back. We're getting some good Chain Lightning. Lava Burst. Use his ability here. Lava Burst. There, he's gone again. Like, okay, so let's stop right there. That was 46 seconds. 46 seconds. The tooltip on him is only 44 seconds. We extended him much more than 2 seconds. This is telling me I only extended him by 2 seconds? Are you kidding me, Blizzard? I pressed Lava Burst 14 times there, and it did not. Casting Lava Burst extends the duration of Storm Ele by 1.5 seconds. We should have gotten 14 plus 7, right? That's like 21 seconds longer on our Storm Ele, and we did not seem to get that. So right now, I feel like this is kind of bugged still, and I'm gonna submit a bug report to Blizzard, and because it doesn't seem to be working the way that it like that should be extending. So that's point number one. Point number two, it doesn't matter if you extend your Storm Ele because the buff that he gives you seems to fall off anyway. I think I had one extremely lucky pull where I was able to extend him and have him permanently up. I think it was with Night Fae. If you go Night Fae, because you get the cooldown reduction from the Night Fae, right? From here. Each pulse of Fate Transfusion reduces the cooldown of Fire Ele or Storm Ele by 6 seconds per pulse. It pulses 6 times, so that's 36 seconds off the cooldown. And then you can also run, obviously, Skybreakers. So you'd have both. And I think that it was more cooldown reduction. I can't quite remember, but the point is, the buff that you're getting from Storm Ele, I believe that it falls off no matter what. And it seems to be tied to the base duration of your Storm Ele as is being modified by this conduit. So like it seems to be taking into effect this conduit. This is not bugged. The conduit is working. It's making Lightning Ele last longer, and it's giving us a longer lightning and chain lightning cast time reduction. It's giving us that buff for the full duration of this Storm Ele, and the Storm Ele is being extended by our conduit, but it is not being extended by this tier set. For some reason, the tier set does not seem to be working correctly to extend the duration of our Storm Ele, and thus give us a permanent, duration uptime and cast time reduction on our Chain Lightning and Lightning Bolt. Here's the other problem with this set, though. Let's say I'm running it in a raid boss encounter. Like, here's the other big problem with it. The tier set buffs Lava Burst by 20%. It gives you Lava Surge, which incentivizes you to press Lava Burst. Casting Lava Burst extends Storm Ele, even though it doesn't actually do that. And has a 20% chance to reduce the cooldown of your Ele. But that's all tied to Lava Burst. It's not tied to Lightning Bolt or Chain Lightning, which is what Storm Ele is buffing. Storm Ele is buffing our Chain Lightning and our Lightning Bolt. That's it. It's just giving you, and it's not even like giving you a passive bonus to those skills. It's only giving you a bonus to Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning if you cast them. You have to be casting them repeatedly and not casting other abilities. If you take a second to stop and cast Lava Burst, you're losing value on your Storm Ele. Just period. Right out of the gates, you're losing value. This tier set, in my opinion, seems to be at odds with the Lightning Storm Elemental playstyle. It seems to be very much at odds with the playstyle. Because when I cast my Storm Ele, I want to be casting Lightning Bolt to get this buff rolling. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got a Lava Surge proc. I'm going to press that because I want to extend my Golem, or my Elemental, right? But I want to press Lightning Bolt because that's the buff that I'm getting. Okay, but I'm going to press like one Lava Burst, and then I need to press Air Shock because I'm totally capped on power. Okay, back to Lightning Bolt. I'm going to try and keep this buff rolling. Boom, boom, boom. But I want to press Lava Burst to extend the duration of my Ele. Okay, but I want to press Lightning Bolt to keep pressing getting the damage, getting the cooldown rolling. And but if I don't press Lava Burst, I'm not really benefiting from my tier set at all. Do you see what I'm saying here? Yes, this is very cool. You can get this cool buff rolling. As soon as your guy goes down, the buff is gone. Yes, you can get lots of Lightning Bolts, and you could get Lightning Bolt overloads. I don't think I got a single overload there. What the heck? That feels kind of bugged as well. My point is, they have intentionally crafted this tier set bonus to focus on the fire portions of the elemental kit. They just have. They just have, guys. And I'm sorry if some of you are like mad about that, or if you think that I'm wrong, and that's fine. Let me know in the comments below. But the bottom line is this has everything to do with lava surge and lava burst, and making sure that you're pressing lava burst as much as humanly possible. And if you are doing that, then you really should just flip over to Fire Ele. Why am I still in combat? This is crazy. It drives me nuts. I need to be like Night Elf. Let me just run over here. Are we out of combat now? Oh my gosh, this is awful. These dummies in Venthyr are pretty bad for this. So my point here is that I'm going to show you in the next video. I'm going to show you that what the possibilities are for Ele, what it's possible for you to be able to do in 9.2 with a fire build. There are some incredible possibilities. You're going to be able to take Master of the Elements. You're going to have your Fire Elemental. I also just want to highlight right now the difference between Storm Ele and Fire Ele, because some of you guys maybe just don't understand this because you have never played Fire Ele. Like I said, with Storm Ele, when it's active, you have to press Lightning Bolt to get its benefit. You get 0 benefit from Storm Ele unless you're pressing Lightning Bolt, which in this case we are disincentivized from doing. We don't really want to be pressing Lightning Bolt with this tier set. If you have Fire Elemental, though, all of his benefits are passive. While Fire Elemental is active, Flame Shock deals damage 25% quicker, and newly applied Flame Shocks last twice as long. That's pretty good. Not only is it good for the Fire Golem himself, but it's good for Skybreakers, because it makes your Flame Shocks last twice as long. Instead of like a 20-second Flame Shock, you're getting like a 42-second Flame Shock. And they all have 50% crit, so they're doing way more damage, and they're all reducing the cooldown of Fire Ele, which will get him back, and you will be able to have permanent Fire Ele. And having a permanent Fire Ele is better than having a permanent Storm Ele, because a permanent Storm Ele still requires you to press Lightning Bolt again and again and again and again to get the real benefits out of him. A permanent Fire Ele just passively is going to give you more damage, especially with the Chain Harvest Lego, which has its cooldown reduced by your Flame Shock crits as well, right? With this right here. Chain Harvest will have Flame Shock critical strikes reduce the cooldown of Chain Harvest by 1 second. So you can see there's an obvious synergy between this and Skybreakers and going with a Fire Elemental playstyle. It is just that the synergies are just there. The tier set bonus really lends itself more to a fire build, and because the fire bonuses that you're getting are all passive. You can be pressing Lava Burst, which you want to press with the tier set bonus. And all the bonuses that you're getting from the Fire Ele are passive to Flame Shock, essentially. Which I just think with this tier set bonus in particular, moving into 9.2, with this tier set bonus, the passives are all about Lava Burst here, and then all about Flame Shock here with your Fire Ele. Whereas the Storm Ele, all the bonuses you're getting are active. They're all about Lightning Bolt. You have to press Lightning Bolt over and over and over again. And if you're pressing Lightning Bolt over and over and over again, you're not pressing Lava Burst, and so you're not really benefiting from the tier set bonus. Whether you like it or not, Blizzard is taking the Elemental tier set bonus in a direction that is towards fire, not towards lightning. And I know that some of you guys are probably going to be upset about that, and I'm not saying that the Lightning Storm Elemental build is dead. It's certainly not. You saw in the testing that I was doing, I was almost getting my Storm Elemental back off cooldown with Skybreaker. So this is something that you can do, and I think that, like, if you're in a Mythic Plus situation, let's say, pack to pack to pack, there's nothing wrong with this. Let me just show you again. Ele, here we go. We're going to do Stormbringer. Stormkeeper, sorry, and then we're gonna do lightning, we're gonna do earth. Let's do like a normal rotation here. Okay, let's try and do normal rotations. Watch the Chain Harvest legendary cooldown, by the way. It's amazing. I friggin' love that they added that benefit. It's just like the best thing now. So Chain Harvest is almost back. We're gonna cast our Chain Lightnings to get the bonus going. Okay. Chain Harvest is almost back. All of our Flame Shocks fall off, right? Because We're doing the lightning build. Let's chain harvest again. Want you to watch by the time my Storm Ele goes off cooldown. What's the cooldown on him when we're done? Okay, he's gone. He's got 30 seconds left. That's not bad. And look at all of our flame shocks are out. They're reducing the cooldown of him. And here we go. He's back again. Boom. There you go. So yes, then you can start your rotation again on the lightning bolt train, right? Here we go. Press lightning bolt again. I'm pressing lightning bolt. I'm not pressing lava burst. So that's my contention. That's kind of frustrating. But I do want to say, yes, you can have like pseudo permanent uptime on your Storm Ele, and for Storm Ele, it might even be better because, like I said, if you have him up permanently, this wind gust buff does not stay up permanently. It seems to be tied to his base duration, which right now is 44 seconds, and maybe it's bugged with the tier set bonus and he's not getting extended like he should be, and maybe Blizzard will fix it and then he will get extended, and then because of the extension you'll have permanent uptime on your lightning bolt cast time reduction, which would be fantastic. Don't get me wrong, that would be a really really cool interaction. It's just the problem with having a permanent Storm Ele is that this whole tier set bonus is about lava burst. It's about lava burst. It's not about lightning bolt. So at a very base level here, I think if you go Venthyr and you take Skybreakers, you can have a Storm Ele up like almost all the time. I would say that like it's basically all the time, especially in Mythic Plus because of the Chain Harvest adding Flame Shocks to all the enemies. You will have Storm Elemental up all the time. Don't get me wrong. Not permanently, but you'll be able to like keep casting it. It'll go off cooldown, and then like 10 seconds later you'll get to cast it again. So that, in my opinion, that's like basically permanent Storm Ele uptime, and you'll get the benefits of that, like the chain lightning. Especially in Mythic Plus, you get chain lightning back to back to back chain lightnings, and they keep getting quicker and quicker. That's wonderful, guys. Don't get me wrong, it's wonderful. It's just that if you're gonna go for this tier set bonus, it's just kind of not good for the lightning Ele, for Storm Elemental. It's just kind of bad. So um, I wish that maybe they had made a caveat. I don't know how they could have changed this to incorporate the lightning build more, but what I am excited about is that the fire build is making a comeback, and in my opinion will be on par with the lightning build, if not better than the lightning build in a lot of situations. In almost every situation, I think that the fire elemental shaman is making a comeback, and I'm going to show you that in the next video, so stay tuned for that. But I just wanted to make a big video about Lightning Ele because Storm Ele, sorry, because this is what everybody's playing and this is what everybody's concerned about. Is this going to be going away? Am I never going to be able to play this again? I think you will be able to play it. I don't think it's going to be horrible. Like I just showed you, you can get this guy back really really quickly and you can continue. It's just that the tier set is at odds with the lightning side of the Ele kit, and so you have to kind of work your way around that. You need to like try to figure out how to make that work, and it's going to be a little bit of a mini game for you to play. I think that Venthyr is the obvious choice here with Skybreakers. I will say that there are other legendaries that you can pick, but generally speaking, if you're going to go to Mythic Plus and you want to just keep doing Echoes of the Great Sundering, that's fine. Lots of people take this. But if you do take Skybreakers in your Mythic Plus, on every single pack, I guarantee you, on almost every single pack, you will have Storm Ele back up, and he will do his big Darth Vader ability, and you can get the chain lightning buffs rolling and the chain harvest. It's going to be really, really good for AoE. So Skybreakers, in my opinion, is the de facto legendary moving into 9.2 for Ele Shaman. Um, there is also a case to be made for deeply rooted elements, and I'm going to show you that in the fire build. But that's all for now, guys. That's my testing on the Lightning Ele build. I do kind of think it's bugged right now. As you saw before, I don't think we are extending the duration of it with Lava Burst. But even if we were, the tier set seems to be at odds with the Lightning side of the Ele kit. So just keep that in mind moving into 9.2. This is kind of my thoughts so far. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and stay tuned for the next couple of videos. They're going to be the Fire Elemental Shaman, and I'm going to try to showcase what I think is going to be very, very powerful moving into 9.2. I'll see you in the next one.